I know what I'm doing, keto people who think that keto is only about weight loss, okay? And that's a smaller bubble inside of all these other bubbles, okay? And all they care about is weight loss, and they don't have any health problems. They're in their mid-20s, yada, yada, yada. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, this video is going to probably ruffle some feathers and make some people mad, and some of you didn't even watch this video. You just saw the thumbnail and left a nasty comment in the comment section, and to you I say thanks for boosting my video in the algorithm with a comment. Anyways, I have a few things that I have been mulling over the past few months as I watch the ketogenic lifestyle, diet, way of eating, whatever, become more mainstream. It's not full mainstream yet, but it's coming. But it's becoming more popular. More people have heard of it or know someone who's tried it or trying it or lost 100 pounds doing it. It is becoming more of a thing that we know about in America. I don't know about anywhere else. I think it's probably pretty big in Canada. I know Ken has a lot of people in Canada and Australia because they do banting down there, which is a little bit different, but same basic concept. Here is my disclaimer. I'll have a few disclaimers. I am not a professional nutritionalist person, nor do I want to be thought of as one. I don't freaking care if you think that I'm not a professional, because I'm not. I'm a nurse, and that literally everything I know about keto none of it has come from nursing. Zero, none. Okay, so I'm not a professional. I haven't done this as long as Jimmy Moore or Maria Emmerich, for God's sake. The woman's been doing this for like 20 years. So I'm not in that category. I'm not trying to put myself in that category, so please don't try to tell me in the comment section how I'm not an expert. I freaking know that. I don't want to be. That's not my thing. However, I have an opinion, and I would like to state it because it's YouTube, and that's what people do. They just say what they want to say and make a video about it, and that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, that's first disclaimer. Disclaimer number 2: I ain't yo mama. I don't care what you eat. I don't. Do what you want to do. It's your body, and you can do what you want to do, and I don't care. I really don't. Now, let's get down to the nitty-gritty of what I'm going to talk about today. So, you know, there's this thing that goes on in Facebook groups and YouTube videos and Twitter rants and Instagram posts, like whatever, you name it, okay? And here is what it is. Janie posts a picture of her lunch, and Joey says that's not keto, okay? And then everybody gets up in a roar, and like, these people say this and these people say that, and blah 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 blah. People, grown adults, are wasting their time arguing on social media. It's hilarious, actually. I get a lot of entertainment from watching online arguments from grown adults. However, I will say, some of the time the poster is offended because they are a snowflake, not because the person that commented, hey, that's not really keto, or that's not keto friendly, is being a jerk. They're just a snowflake, and they're very sensitive, and someone told them what not to do, okay? As long as someone is not being a jerk or smart a-hole, I don't mind people correcting me. That's how you learn. No one comes out the gate knowing everything about everything, especially keto. Like I said, I do not claim to know everything there is to know about keto. Here is what I want to talk about. What is a keto food? Well, if you want to think about it in the most simplest form, a keto food is anything that doesn't kick you out of ketosis. If you're still in ketosis, then it's fine. That's what a lot of people say. I don't agree with that. Keto is more than just being in a state of ketosis for most people to have the most benefit. Let's think about a circle. There is a big circle, okay? You can't see the circle, but it's a big circle, okay? And this circle is keto. All right? Now, within this circle, there are different kinds of keto. But as long as, if your mentality is anything inside this keto circle bubble is a food that you can stay in ketosis from, then a whole bunch of stuff is going to fit in the circle, okay? And then inside that circle, there are other circles. So there's the dirty keto circle inside, okay? And dirty keto is like, I don't really care what the ingredients are. I peed on a stick, I'm in ketosis. Okay, dirty keto. Lazy keto is, I went to Wendy's and I got a hamburger without the bun. And I ate it. And I'm in ketosis still. That's lazy keto. Fast food keto, Chipotle, like whatever. Just hamburger meat that you make at home. You're not putting a lot of effort into it. It's just kind of, it's lazy. Then there's the keto, I don't want to say this without it sounding like completely mean. Then there's the I know what I'm doing keto people who think that keto is only about weight loss, okay? And that's a smaller bubble inside of all these other bubbles, okay? And all they care about is weight loss, and they don't have any health problems. They're in their mid-20s, yada, 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 okay? It doesn't matter. They're in ketosis, and they can have all the almond flour and heavy cream and keto treats and peanut butter and all that stuff. They can have it all and it doesn't freaking matter, and that's keto. Okay, it is. It is. Now, here is where it gets a little dicey. I feel like when you do the ketogenic diet, you go through all of these phases. And if you are an adult, and I mean adult like over 30, grown, married, have house, bills, teenagers, you know, issues, problems, adulthood, you start to have actual health issues. Not that you have to be over 30 to have health issues, but most people don't really see their health issues come about until this stage. So that's when the ingredients start mattering in your food. The nutritional density starts mattering. The inflammation factors, the lectins, the omega-6s, like all that stuff starts to matter eventually. Eventually, you are going to probably want to think about what is in your food. I'm going to give you 2 examples of people. All right, here is, I wrote this down. Tiffany and Todd. Tiffany and Todd are in their mid-20s. They're just living life. They've just, you know, they've got an apartment and a dog, no troubles whatsoever. Maybe a little student debt, but really no stress. They get to do whatever they want. You know, they're free and young. They have no health problems. They're maybe 20, 30 pounds overweight, but otherwise healthy. Lazy, dirty keto. I don't look at the back of the ingredients, and I eat all the keto treats and snacks and fat bombs and peanut butter and almond butters and all of those things. That is going to work for Tiffany and Todd. It's going to work for them. They're going to be in ketosis, and not only will they be in ketosis, they're going to lose weight, and they're going to be just fine. Fred and Cheryl, on the other hand, Fred and Cheryl are in their late 40s, early 50s, and Cheryl is about, oh, we'll say she's 80 pounds overweight. Fred, he's a good 120 pounds overweight. Not only that, Cheryl has hypothyroidism, and she's going through the change, wonderful menopause. Fred, on the other hand, he has type 2 diabetes. These two also have 3 teenage daughters who are fixing to go to college. Their freaking faucet keeps breaking, the refrigerator and the stove, all of it fell apart. They have high cortisol levels. They're pretty stressed out people because life. Okay, now maybe Fred and Cheryl start with lazy keto. dirty keto and see some benefits. But the longer they do the ketogenic way of eating, the more they're going to find out when they stall, or when their blood sugars are not as low as they want them to be, or their thyroid markers don't drop as far as they want them to. They're going to learn what they're sensitive to. They're going to learn that heavy cream for them is a trigger. They're actually dairy sensitive maybe, and dairy is not as great as, you know, most people are on keto say. Eat all the cheese, eat all the heavy cream, like all of that stuff. Whoops. Not only that, but all the nut butters that they've been eating, they take those out and see, oh my gosh, that even more inflammation goes away. They feel even better. They have even more energy. So these two couples are going to be completely different from each other, and that's okay. Maybe you can do keto this way, but maybe you can't. And maybe the person who told you that the banana is not keto was just trying to let you know that the banana is not keto. It's not. It's chock full of sugar. Yes, it's fructose, so it's like a different sugar, but it's sugar nonetheless. And I've seen a lot of this phrase on the internet. Nobody ever got fat from eating fruit. Okay. Well, let me tell you something. It's not all about weight loss. I know everybody likes to say it is, but it's not. So that person who saw, what were their names? Tiffany and Todd, eating a banana or eating a lot of berries, which are technically keto, or putting carrots in their tomato bisque, whatever, okay? That somebody else came along and said, that is fine, that's keto. If Fred and Cheryl are watching these 20-year-olds do their keto, that's not going to work for them for very long. If you are eating a ketogenic diet and you post that you ate a banana, make sure you know that other people are watching you and might think that that's okay, and it's not okay for everybody. Because the diabetic, when they eat a banana, it might not make them fat, but it's gonna make them need to take some insulin. It's gonna spike their blood sugar. It's going to, if they eat enough bananas, cause potential harm to their body, because sugar is sugar and the body uses it the same way. So yes, you can do whatever you freaking want to with the keto diet, but I guarantee you, if you have any health issues, you're gonna eventually stop eating all the things that are keto friendly or keto-ish, because how you feel is gonna end up taking precedent over how your cravings are. And your cravings are going to go away eventually if you start eating clean enough as well. So just be careful who you're following. Make sure you're following someone who is similar to you, if that's who you're going to copy or emulate the way that they're eating, because you can't eat like a 22-year-old if you're a 53-year-old type 2 diabetic, or a 49-year-old menopausal woman with hypothyroidism. It's different. You're going to see much more benefits when you start paying attention to the ingredients in your food, to the type of food you're eating, to dairy, to nuts, to even some plants. Be open to the fact that maybe some of the stuff you're eating isn't as keto friendly for you as for somebody else. Just because someone else can eat it does not mean that you're going to be able to eat it and still be okay. Okay, so like I said, I don't care what you eat. Eat what you want. Eat carrots, eat peanut butter, eat sweet potatoes, eat green beans. Do whatever you want. If it is working for you, good job. If you are stalled out, you have any type of health problem, I suggest you start with those things to cut them out. So, Oh, that's it for my rant. I don't know how this is coming off, but I'm not trying to be a jerk, I promise. I just really want you to know that at a certain point, there's got to be some rules. There's got to be some guidelines, or keto isn't keto, you know? Keto was made to be a healthy, therapeutic, anti-inflammatory type of diet. And so when you throw all these bars and juices and mixes and powders in there, it just kind of takes away from what it's all about. And it's just about eating clean, real food, staying away from bad oils. That's another thing. You can be in ketosis and have eaten canola oil, peanut oil, vegetable oil, all those oils that are super inflammatory. You can still be in ketosis and have been eating those. So just be careful with the whole fits your macros thing and peeing on a stick thing, because there is more to the ketogenic lifestyle than just getting those numbers from a finger prick. Okay? I hope you didn't get offended by this, but if you did, you know, I can't please everybody and I don't really want to. So if you hated this, feel free to thumb it down. I'm sure you're gonna comment negative crap in my comment section, whatever. But if you did find this interesting in any way, form, or fashion, or you just liked it, or you learned a few things, please leave me a comment that it's positive down there. Hit the thumb up and maybe subscribe to my channel. We'll see how it goes. Thanks guys for watching. I love you, mean it.